Energy creates attraction. Imagine walking into a room where someone is standing confidently, their posture radiating strength, their smile warm and inviting, and their presence undeniable. You can't help but notice them. You're drawn in, almost like a magnet. Why? It's not because they said anything remarkable or did something extraordinary. It's because of their energy. Energy is the invisible force that speaks before you even open your mouth. It's what people feel when they meet you, what they remember long after you leave, and what drives them to either lean in or walk away. This energy doesn't come from how much you know or what you've achieved. It comes from within. Your mindset, your emotional state, and how you choose to show up in the world. The truth is, energy is contagious. Whether it's positive or negative, the energy you emit will set the tone for your interactions and determine the type of people you attract. When you radiate positivity, enthusiasm, and confidence, you make people feel good, you make them want to be in your presence. But if you project negativity, self-doubt, or apathy, you push people away. So how can you cultivate the kind of energy that draws people to you like a moth to a flame? It starts with self-awareness. You have to check in with yourself regularly. How am I showing up today? Am I bringing light and excitement to the people around me, or am I dragging them down? The energy you bring into the room is a reflection of the state of your mind and heart. Next, take care of your physical and emotional well-being. You can't radiate positive energy if you're running on empty. Exercise, eat nourishing food, get enough rest, and practice mindfulness. Your body is the vessel for your energy. When it's healthy and vibrant, you naturally project vitality. Emotionally, focus on gratitude and purpose. When you approach life with a sense of appreciation and a clear vision for what you want, it's impossible not to exude energy. People are naturally drawn to those who seem to be living fully with passion and intention. Another key element is enthusiasm. When you're genuinely excited about what you're doing or what you're talking about, it shows. Enthusiasm is magnetic because it inspires others. Think about the last time someone spoke to you with genuine excitement about something they love. Did it make you feel energized too? That's the power of enthusiasm. It's impossible to fake, and when it's real, it's irresistible. However, let's not confuse energy with being loud or overbearing. True energy doesn't overwhelm, it uplifts. It's about being present and fully engaged in the moment. It's about looking people in the eye, listening deeply, and responding with intention. So take a breath. What's the first thing? Cultivate habits, be present, right? It sounds very simple. Finally, never underestimate the importance of a smile. A simple smile can change the entire energy of a room. It's the universal sign of warmth and friendliness. When you smile, you're not just showing kindness. You're signaling that you're open and approachable. In conclusion, energy is the essence of attraction. It's not something you have to acquire, it's something you cultivate. By focusing on your well-being, radiating positivity, embracing enthusiasm, and staying present, you become the kind of person others are naturally drawn to. Remember, people might not remember what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. So bring your best energy to every interaction and watch as your presence lights up not just the room, but the lives of those around you. Authenticity wins hearts. In a world filled with filters, facades, and carefully curated personas, authenticity stands out like a beacon of light. It's rare, it's refreshing, and it's what truly wins hearts. Authenticity is the courage to be yourself unapologetically and wholeheartedly. It's about showing up as the real you, not the version of yourself you think others want to see. It matters that you find who you are. It's not about showing up as the real you, not the version. Why does authenticity matter? Because people crave connection. We are wired to seek genuine relationships and meaningful interactions. But true connection can only happen when people feel they are interacting with someone real. Think about the individuals you are drawn to. Chances are they are people who are comfortable in their own skin, who don't pretend to be perfect, but instead embrace their flaws, quirks, and humanity. Authenticity begins with self-awareness. You cannot be authentic if you don't know who you are. Take the time to understand yourself, your values, your passions, your strengths, and yes, even your weaknesses. When you know yourself, you can show up in the world with clarity and confidence, unburdened by the need to conform or impress. But being authentic isn't just about knowing who you are, it's about having the courage to show it. This can be scary because it means being vulnerable. It means admitting you don't have all the answers, owning up to your mistakes, and sharing your true thoughts and feelings. Vulnerability, however, is not a weakness, it's a strength. When you let down your walls and let people see the real you, you create space for genuine connection. One of the most powerful aspects of authenticity is that it gives others permission to be authentic too. When you're real, you make it safe for others to drop their guard and be themselves. It's like a ripple effect. Your authenticity inspires authenticity in those around you. Authenticity in those around you, authenticity in spouses. To cultivate authenticity, focus on living in alignment with your values. Let your actions match your words. People can sense when someone is being fake or trying too hard. But when your words, actions, and intentions align, you become a person of integrity and a person others can trust. Don't starve for love. Allow everything you do and say to be on the level of revelation of your words. Another key to authenticity is embracing imperfection. Nobody is perfect, and pretending to be is not only exhausting but also alienating. People are far more likely to relate to your struggles and imperfections than to your successes. Share your journey, the highs and the lows. When you're honest about where you've been and what you've learned, you become relatable and approachable. Successes or failings until you become relatable and approachable. And it reminds you you're not alone. You're not the only one who struggles with these challenges. Authenticity also means setting boundaries. It's not about pleasing everyone or saying yes to everything. It's about honoring your own needs and staying true to yourself even when it's uncomfortable. Sometimes being authentic means saying no or walking away from situations that don't align with who you are. In the end, authenticity wins hearts because it's rooted in truth, and truth resonates. People are not just drawn to what you do, they are drawn to who you are. When you show up authentically, you attract the right people into your life, the ones who appreciate you for exactly who you are. So let go of the mask, stop trying to be what you think the world wants, and start being who you really are. Because the moment you embrace your authenticity, you'll find that not only do you win hearts, you also win your own. The power of listening. In a world that's louder than ever, where everyone is eager to speak but few are willing to listen, listening has become an extraordinary gift. It's not just a skill, it's an art, a superpower that has the ability to transform relationships, solve conflicts, and create deep, meaningful connections. Listening isn't passive. It's an active choice to be fully present with another person. And it's one of the most powerful ways to show that you care. At its core, listening is about acknowledging the other person's humanity. It's more than just hearing words, it's about understanding emotions, intentions, and unspoken thoughts. When you truly listen to someone, you communicate to them that they matter, that their words, experiences, and feelings are valid and important. One of the most profound effects of listening is that it builds trust. Think about it. How do you feel when someone listens to you? Not out of obligation, but with genuine interest. You feel valued, you feel safe, And in that safety, you're willing to open up and share more of yourself. This is how trust grows, through the simple yet powerful act of giving someone your undivided attention. But listening isn't always easy. We live in a world of constant distractions, buzzing phones, multitasking, and the urge to jump in with our own opinions. To listen well, you need to be fully present. That means putting away the phone, silencing the mental chatter, and focusing entirely on the person in front of you. True listening requires patience, empathy, and humility. It's not about waiting for your turn to speak or thinking about what you'll say next. It's about immersing yourself in the other person's world. A big part of effective listening is empathizing with the speaker. This means going beyond understanding their words and genuinely feeling their emotions. Try to put yourself in their shoes. What are they experiencing? What do they need? Empathy doesn't always mean you have to agree, but it does mean you acknowledge and validate their perspective. Another aspect of powerful listening is asking thoughtful questions. These aren't questions meant to pry or interrogate, but to deepen understanding. Ask, how did that make you feel? Or what's been the most challenging part of that for you? Questions like these show that you're not just listening, you're genuinely invested in the conversation. And then there's the power of silence. Sometimes the most impactful thing you can do as a listener is to say nothing. Allow pauses to exist. Silence gives the other person space to think, process, and share more deeply. It's in these quiet moments that people often reveal the things closest to their hearts. It's in these close moments that people often reveal the things closest to their hearts. Listening isn't just transformative for others, it's transformative for you too. When you listen, you gain insights, broaden your perspective, and develop deeper empathy. You become a better friend, partner, leader, and human being. In closing, remember this. People don't need you to fix them or solve their problems. Most of the time, they just need you to listen. They need to feel seen, heard, and understood. So be the person who listens, not just with your ears, but with your heart. Because in a world where everyone wants to be heard, the one who truly listens will always stand out. When you master the power of listening, you don't just connect with others, you empower them, inspire them, and remind them that their voice matters. And in doing so, you create bonds that are unbreakable, relationships that are profound, and a legacy that touches lives in ways words never could. Offer value first. In a world where many are focused on what they can gain, the principle of offering value first is a game changer. It's not just about being generous, it's about building meaningful relationships, earning trust, and creating opportunities that benefit everyone involved. Offering value first shifts the dynamic from what's in it for me to how can I help you. And this simple shift has the power to transform lives, businesses, and communities. At its core, offering value first is about giving without expecting anything in return. It's about leading with generosity and focusing on how you can contribute to someone else's life. Whether it's your time, expertise, resources, or even a kind word. The value you offer doesn't have to be grand, it just has to be genuine. People can sense when your actions are sincere, and authenticity is what creates a lasting impact. When you offer value first, you build trust and goodwill. Think about your own experiences. Who do you trust more? Someone who only reaches out when they need something, or someone who consistently offers support without expecting anything in return? The answer is obvious. Offering value demonstrates that you care, that you're invested in the other person's success, and that you see the relationship as more than just a transaction. The beauty of this approach is that it applies to all areas of life. In professional settings, offering value first might mean sharing helpful advice, connecting someone with a resource, or providing a solution to a problem. In personal relationships, It could be as simple as being a good listener, offering encouragement, or lending a hand when someone is struggling. The value you offer doesn't have to be complex. It just has to matter to the person receiving it. One of the most powerful aspects of offering value first is that it creates a ripple effect. When you help someone, they're more likely to help someone else. Over time, this ripple effect builds a network of generosity and collaboration where everyone benefits. By focusing on giving first, you set the tone for a culture of reciprocity and abundance. But let's be clear, offering value first is not about being a martyr or neglecting your own needs. It's about creating a balance where your contributions are meaningful and sustainable. This requires knowing your own strengths and resources so you can give in ways that are impactful without depleting yourself. Another benefit of this approach is that it positions you as a person of integrity and influence. People gravitate toward those who add value because it signals that you're resourceful, capable, and empathetic. Over time, this builds your reputation as someone who is not only competent, but also kind.